You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is another reaction to Agatha All Along. And of course, joining me to react to the latest Marvel show, I have my co-host Hannah. Hey, Hannah.
Hi.
Okay, y'all. So, we're going to start this off with a little bit of a warning, if you will. Episodes 1 and 2 were like going through Dante's Seven Rings of Hell to get them onto YouTube. To be honest, episode 2 is once again exporting as we are sitting down to record this.
And you know
So, you
what? It could very well be my fault. I did edit them, and it was my first time editing reactions on YouTube, so I don't know really the time limits and whatever the fuck, that you gotta do to uh play by the rules. So very well could
it's
be my fault, and episode 3 could be flawless when Larry uploads it with no problems.
we'll
But this
see.
is literally
We'll
like
see.
the first time we've had issues like this reacting to any Disney Plus show.
It's crazy. The only other time I've experienced anything even close to this was The Mandalorian, and ever since then, I kind of adopted this reaction editing style I have because it's the only way I could get around it then. I don't, Hannah and I were also talking. I don't know how some of these other reactors get away with how they upload their reactions. Because I feel like if I uploaded even half of that or half like that, my shit is blocked worldwide. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Oh my
But a
God.
forewarning, we have a backup plan. So if episode 3 ends up being 5 plus upload attempts like the first 2 episodes have been, and I'm having to put like a purple bar and cuss YouTube out in the comments, then we're gonna be going over to our mutual podcast, the Cinemania World podcast. It won't be a reaction, but you'll be hearing our unfiltered full thoughts on each and every episode. So if
Because we
you
do want to cover this show.
we need to cover it. But if you
Yes.
get a video that's like why we're not covering Agatha All Along, and it's just a like 5 minute video of this intro,
Yeah.
head over to the Cinemania World podcast. Hey. And if you're getting a full reaction that looks like other reactions have in the past, we'll see you next week. That's basically the way we have to start this video. It's been, yeah, the universe was against us. I was in England when the first episode
Yes.
was dropped, the first 2 episodes. I didn't have the correct plug for the wall.
Oh,
I bought one.
yeah.
I went and bought one, and it would not, like, it was not lighting up red. So my laptop wouldn't do. So we had to rush the conclusion of episode two's discussion.
When we say
And
we were
then
like pausing in the middle of episode 2 and Larry being like, my laptop's on 17%.
I'm like, Hannah, girl, I don't know. Are we gonna make it? It was very
Oh my
stressful. And then
God.
Hannah jumped into, like she said, her first ever time editing reactions for YouTube. It's been a lot. Hopefully, moving forward, it won't be as much. And we definitely want to go over episode 2 because, like I said, we kind
Oh
of got
yeah.
shortchanged a
We
little
said
bit.
like two things about it.
We said, all right, great, come back for episode 3. We'll talk about it then. Because we
Yeah.
both loved episode 2. Both
Yeah,
loved it. Episode 1 was good. Episode 2, so good. I
exactly.
am so excited for episode 3, just on how they left off on episode 2. Like that was such a
Yeah.
good way to end the episode.
I'm so in love with the characters that we've already like established and all their dynamics also. And just like having a show that is kind of made by women, starring women, and like, actually really respecting them as characters first, and instead of trying to just do the easy thing of being like we're strong independent women, which obviously like there is stuff like that I do love. I love Captain Marvel. That's like one of my favorite MCU movies. Unpopular opinion. I love that fucking movie. But it is very much like the easy way of trying to target women. And I think this show is very much like it feels very adult and very mature in the way of it's presenting itself as you know, just a story about these characters first before anything. And that's what I'm really loving. And that's what feels really different about this show so far as to a lot of the female-led MC projects that we've had, like literally all of them really. Another one, She-Hulk. We loved She-Hulk, but that really was She-Hulk. It was very surface level and easy. And not to say that this is like the deepest show in the world or anything, that's not at all what I'm saying. But it's definitely presenting itself in a way that's not just, hey, you're a woman. These are strong, independent women. You're gonna like this show. It's just, hey, these are some really cool fucking characters. So, and I hope that a lot more people are probably relating to them. I know that I'm really like, I love them so far. So yeah, I'm like super psyched on that alone.
To get a witchy show with this much like feminine energy just flowing throughout it is awesome. If you have a show about witches, that's what you want. I mean, sorry, warlocks, whatever, boy witches. Joe Locke
Yeah.
is here. He's here.
Joe Locke said
Uh
that he's a witch. He's been claiming the title of witch. So
that's it. Look, there's a place for men in magic, but when you get a witchy story like this, come on, you have to have this energy. The gays feel represented already here. Even if this is one of those shows that, we talk a lot about like queer baiting this and people get mad, but I mean, it's gay through and through so far. Like
it's
it just oozes it
explicit.
to its
Yeah.
bones. Like the whole atmosphere is just queer. Literally
I mean,
from the
even in
bottom
casting
up.
alone.
Exactly. I mean, you don't go get these women in this show either, unless you know what you're doing. And they're all game. I'm liking our new characters that we met already last episode. I think they bring a fun new energy, and I'm excited to see this little group together on the Witches Road, which we just got like flung into because, well, teen just ran in there. He got scared and literally just bolted straight into this unknown hole in the floor. Like, sir, the one I'm concerned for is Miss Hart. What was her real name? Uh,
Oh, Sharon. I remember because she
Karen.
the line delivery of Sharon.
I'm a little bit worried for her since Agatha just plucked a literal, just regular old woman off the street in order to
Yeah.
not have to bring in her enemy to help her. Yeah, she might
They're
die.
missing their green witch.
Yeah, they may be dead down here. We might have some casualties, and the first is going to be Miss O'Sharon. But she was having fun. She was just happy to be included. She was giving me the energy I needed.
She was excited to be invited to a party.
Right? And then we finally got the entrance of Miss Patty Lupone. I already loved her character in this first episode. Just the ridiculousness of her, like making those chants at the table.
By the way, I found out that because I pointed out in our reaction that Joe Locke was like looking down and like laughing when she was doing the woo thing. And I guess that was like a blooper kind of because he
Yeah,
wasn't supposed to be like breaking character in that scene.
I mean,
But
it
they used
fit
the take of
perfectly.
him laughing, and it was
Yeah.
so cute.
Oh, and that dynamic's already great. And I think a key already to the show is the dynamic between Agatha and
Yes,
Teen. And they are
absolutely.
great together. They were so good together last episode as like this little tag team roaming around catching witches to get on the witches row.
Speaking of, I had to get my teen merch
The
because
hot
I'm a
new
Joe Locke
teen merch.
stan.
How exciting! We're literally what? Oh, not even a week at this point, like a week away at this point from having two Joe Locke shows on our
Oh,
screens simultaneously. It's a Joe Locke October 2024.
thank
That's what
God.
we love.
And you know
But
what? Kit
yeah.
Connor has the Wild Robot coming out.
You're right. Kit Connor has Wild Robot, and you can see him on Broadway. So if you live in New York, you
Yeah?
can have three hits of Kit Connor and two hits of Joe Locke all at once. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. I'm also excited to see what the coven is gonna do. Like what are they called? The like higher ups,
Oh,
the
the
council.
Salem 7.
Thank you. How could I not think of the fucking Salem 7? Like it's I'm so excited to see what the Tale of Seven too. They were coming for Joe hardcore last episode. Sent him running scared, almost got all of their asses. And how we gonna get Miss Hart, the real Black Heart, Miss Aubrey Plaza, down onto the Witch's Road to join us?
I actually have a theory about that.
Okay.
I kind of think that maybe Aubrey Plaza is disguising herself as Mrs. Hart, and that's how she's on the Witch's Road because she
Wow.
knew that Agatha wouldn't bring her down there. So maybe she like disguised
Mm,
herself.
that'd be really good, actually.
I've watched the episode a lot because I've edited it. So
But all right, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens down here. They're gonna have to
I'm
obviously save
excited to
a
actually be on the
mess.
Witch's Road.
Also, that set design was amazing already
I
for the Witch's
know.
Road. It looked so cool right off the bat.
The show
Yeah,
period looks great
it
so
looks great.
far.
The cinematography
Yeah.
looks is a nice little step up, like we talked about in that first reaction to episode one. The on location that they were able to get automatically, like just in that first scene, was like, oh, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're on location. We're actually amongst the world for this moment. I'm sure there's going to be,
Yeah.
blue screen
Blue
for
screen.
for some things here. We'll get the leaked footage of Catherine Hahn floating with blue all around her at some point, I'm sure. Agatha ready to turn on these bitches at any moment because by the end of episode two, she was trying to get the witch's road open. Let's see what
Just
happens, and then
blast me, you bitches.
he said, I'm tired. Y'all aren't doing what I want. Actually, give me my power back now.
I will say I was gonna say that in my like opening spiel also about like women. I love that this show is bitchy. Like I just feel like we don't get enough bitchy movies or TV shows
Yeah.
anymore. And I love that shit. Like Mean Girls, The Descent, like just mean,
Yeah.
bitchy, like cunty content. I love that. Like Birds of Prey, that's why I loved Birds of Prey so much. I eat that shit up. And I feel like so many writers and like directors or creatives now are just so scared of like offending women in some kind of way that they don't really do it anymore. And I'm like, and when women are actually like in the writer's room, instead of like suits trying to pander to women, they're like, no, we love to like be cunty and bitchy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yes.
Especially if you're going to be a show about women for women with integrating all this queerness, there better be bitchiness. Like, come on
Oh
now.
my
We
God.
we need it. Again, you mentioned the kind of like maturity level. This is definitely not for your kids. We got our
No.
first female booty in the MCU, which I was stunned. Some of y'all made a deal about.
Did
Okay.
did they?
Girl, you know the crowd. It's the same
Oh.
old crowd who makes a deal about everything, really. Making a deal about Agatha being naked, and it's like, so you,
So
so you
what do
like,
you guys want at
yeah.
that
So
point? You
you
guys
actually want
get
more
mad.
naked men?
Do you
Actually,
guys
no.
want more naked men? Do you guys want like them covered up completely because if they are showing any sort of skin, it's like whores, sluts, whatever.
Yeah.
Or it's like too woke in MCU, but then as soon as somebody is like, "Hey," you guys are mad about that too. So,
And I'm
whatever.
sure that talk about menstruations and such last episode really sent those folks over the edge. We were
The
talking about
Sisterhood of the
it.
Traveling Kegels.
Yes, we were going on about it with those candles, calling each other all type of bitches. It's great. It's great. I'm glad we're not pandering down as well. This is also a mature cast other than teen. We have like these are grown women. These are not
The
like because these
grown
little
women, the grown
young.
sexy women.
They are grown, sexy. They know what they want and they are gonna get it, damn it. So I'm hyped. You ready to get into this episode then, Hannah?
I'm so excited.
All right. What is this one even called?
Great question. Through many miles slash of tricks and trials.
Has everybody else not been just like walking around this week, just like down, down the road? It's
Me.
been like stuck in my head all week long.
I walk around my house singing it.
It's just like that little refrain. Another thing I saw some people complaining about, and I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like, I just don't understand. Sometimes, look, everybody has their own definition of fun, and sometimes y'all think stuff is fun, and I'm like, the fuck? Okay. And so I understand some of y'all aren't having fun with this, but what do you want from a musical? That song is a bop. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
I saw people
Not sorry.
complaining because they were like, there's a song in Agatha and there was a song in The Acolyte. What's the correlation? There's songs in a lot of things. Are you gonna say that West Side Story sucks because there's a song in West Side Story and there's a song in The Acolyte? I thought The Acolyte sucked too. I don't give a fuck that there's a song in The Acolyte and there's a song in Agatha.
We also, this was not something that, get it, right? They were talking all up and down that press tour. If you bothered to listen to anything, they were like, bitch, it's a musical. It's gay and it's a musical. So a big thing all y'all are having little problems with already. They warned you. They told you up front and they didn't care. They're like, they got Patty LuPone in here. What the hell you think was going to
Right? Like, what did you
happen?
think Patty LuPone was here for, realistically?
And also, once again, like we kind of talked about in that first episode, Agatha's biggest moment that was the most viral moment, probably of any of these Marvel shows to date, was her song.
Was the song.
It was what the show is named after, the song that went big. Yeah, they were gonna put music into this show, y'all. Come on. So sorry
Also,
if you
just
just
like
didn't catch on.
historically, witchcraft itself is tied to music.
Music.
Like historically tied to music. Like, what do you mean? I miss the Marvel theme blasting in our ears.
Suits you.
Oh.
You didn't think it was real, did
Oh,
you?
okay.
You did?
You know what this is? This is a kidnapping. And I think it is high time we involve the local authorities.
Are we gonna ignore the fact that something just chased us down here?
Chased Agatha.
Okay, no cell service.
Mom, please.
Whatever chased Agatha down here, it's our problem now.
Is this like perpetual night? Like as a vibe?
As a vibe.
I am a member of the Westview Historical Society. All I would have expected to see down here were remnants of our failed public transit system.
Hey, she has a name. It's Mrs.
Sharon.
Hart. Well, whoever she is, she has no business on the road.
Okay, that is what I have been
Oh,
trying to tell you.
Which
God.
puts the rest of us in even more danger, and we don't even know what we're up against.
She is gorgeous, by the way. I forgot her
Stunning.
name, but
Tame your fears.
Selling her
beautiful.
goop.
That's what we're up against. Our worst
I would buy it.
nightmares.
But in what form?
Trials. At least
Ooh,
that's what the
witch
song says.
trials, huh?
Witchcraft. Emphasis on the craft.
Again, who are you?
Oh, so it happens for
Oh,
the
wow.
the
What
whole.
could be? Someone's put a sigil on that boy.
A what?
Hmm.
Don't look at me. I didn't put that clumsy glamour on him. Sigils are beneath me.
Sigils are
Is there a
beneath
spell?
me.
A sigil is a redaction spell that hides something.
He could be something special, or he could be a pest that a cranky witch stashed under a rock. We can crack him open later. The real value?
That's what Kit
lies at the
Connor
end
said.
of the road.
What did he say?
So,
We can crack him open later.
if you want to unbind, and you want to reverse your fortune,
I hate you.
and you want to find out what happened to Mommy, and you...
Wait, where's Mrs. Hart?
How did we
Shit.
already lose
You made a
Mrs.
run
Hart?
for it. Ma'am, you are.
Don't touch me.
Why did you think this was a good idea, Sharon?
There has to be a way out of here.
Oh, yeah, if you ain't Aubrey, it's looking dire for you, ma'am.
Yes.
This might be your last episode.
Not the witch's road is gonna eat this lady's
What in
purse.
the world?
Ah, she lost the purse.
Jeez,
Not the Talbot's purse.
crazy.
You can't just walk off the road like that.
Just a really horrible party.
Well, I thought that this was pretty obvious, but rule number 1. Do not step off the road.
Oh,
Let's bring back from the past.
Yes, thank you, teen. So if we just follow the instructions of the ballad, we'll be safe as kittens.
Not too much.
Well, I don't know how you expect me to walk when there is nowhere to walk to.
Right.
I love Deborah Jo. I love her so much.
Ma'am?
What is this?
It once again feels very Wizard of Ozzy to me.
Okay, I was gonna say this looks like Wizard of Oz.
The opening, yeah. We're in Kansas now, darling.
Yeah.
We should stop asking that question.
By the way, not a lot of people know this. Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies, like ever. So this is like, it, when I clocked that in the first episode, I was so proud of myself.
Maybe this is the end.
That would be such a bummer. Sorry.
He is so adorable. I love him so much. By the way, the styling of everyone is just so
We
good.
don't want to surprise anyone.
Not her standing there. Ma'am.
Come on. Her wiping her feet.
All right, Miss Goop. This is your test then, maybe?
Changes for the covet.
Oh my god, look how beautiful they look.
You're still gone.
Oh, Patty looks so good. Oh.
It's giving middle-aged, second chance at love vibes, and I'm here for it.
Definitely a simple.
Not her trying to head out. She said, I'm not here for this vibe, actually.
I look like one of my
She is
cousins.
so hot. Catherine looks so hot.
These don't open.
He
Check this
looks adorable. So cute.
What is this? A wedding? Please God, not a baby shower.
Yeah.
The witch's
I
room
agree,
cordially
actually,
invites you to
Agatha.
the
Please,
first
God.
trial.
No.
Sounds like a witch.
Sounds like you.
Wine.
Yeah.
That's it.
10 points for what now?
Said I was just suggesting, actually. I didn't know I was solving
Yeah.
the riddle.
Wait, we don't know what's gonna happen if we drink that.
No, sure we do.
There's a built-in bar.
And I will help you.
Are we gonna let Teen drink? Teen's a teen.
Hey. Did you know she traded her own child for the Book of the Damned?
Ooh,
That can't
not the hot tea.
No. Yeah, you're probably right. But that is what people say. They say no one really knows what happened to him. They say he might be dead. Others say he might be a demon. Or
Jola.
an agent of Mephisto. But hey, that's what happens when you have Agatha Harkness as your
Not
mom.
we had
the
a
actual
Mephisto
name drop. They heard us loud and clear during WandaVision. I can't.
Jack Schaefer said, "Here."
Ooh, healthy pour. If you're waiting for a charcuterie, I don't think it's coming.
But I ain't scared of no white bitch.
Excuse me.
It's been a stressful day.
Very hard day. Do
Yeah,
not judge
so.
me.
Shit. Jigsaw, if you don't come from the back of that damn timer. What is this?
So, to the prize.
So what'll happen to Teen not drinking?
Here we go.
Yeah,
I have
because
some-
obviously this is.
Should we take the girl
I'll drink for you
Tom?
too, kid. I'll take your portion, thanks.
His heart said absolutely not. Catherine looks so fucking good. I can't get over it.
These stylists, they knew how to treat our girl good.
The hair, like, ugh. Beautiful. And all these women have beautiful manicures. What's going on?
I really like your tattoo. Where'd you get it?
Nowhere.
Okay.
Ooh. What you playing at, girl?
In Colorado.
Oh, hey!
Playing Roblox.
Okay.
She
Why does he know that?
made me get it. 'Cause she
Why
said
does he
all the
care?
Women in our family were cursed. She wasn't well.
How old were you?
Something's weird with him.
13, maybe?
Oh, yeah, your mom wasn't well.
Well, it happened to me at 13 too.
What does that
I miss
mean?
your eyeliner.
Something's weird with him.
Okay, so
He does look
a
cute.
witch is really just another name for a bad girl.
Not a monolith. And you know, I blame Halloween. Do you see any pointy hats in here? Any green skin? Any brooms?
Title opponent is just playing herself.
Well, I am not saying that I want to join the club or anything, but I would drink the blood of a virgin if it would smooth out
This
some
diva.
of these wrinkles.
Oh, ma'am.
Oh, God.
What happened? They scared me.
Oh, you are so sweet. I don't really think I need it either.
Okay, so, Mrs. Hart.
Sharon.
Long legs? Where did you come from?
You're,
Long.
a little swollen.
Is it bad?
I think she looks fantastic.
Is it
I've
bad?
been poisoned. What? Oh,
Oh my god, I have jowls!
Ah, my face! My formerly perfect face!
This is so funny.
Oh my God.
Is that what I look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hart.
It.
This is so funny.
So pretty.
It's Sharon.
Since you were the first to drink, you're our canary in the coal mine.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
It was poison Sharon, remember?
Oh,
Why
she
don't you just let her drink it
said,
all?
let me keep going.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions so we can identify the toxin, okay? Do you
Look
feel
at
tingling
Teen.
in
He's
the
not taking his eyes
Do you
off
taste
of her.
mulberries?
What do mulberries taste like?
The fact that the face swelling decreased so quickly means it could be only one type of poison. Alewife revenge.
My heart's
I'm
racing.
looking
That's
in his
another one.
book.
Also hallucinations, and eventually, death.
Mhm.
How do you spell alewife?
You can't run from the poison.
Oh, she didn't drink it,
poison.
so yeah.
I can't cheat, Agatha.
Why? Who said?
Gag
Oh,
her.
that's ridiculous. He didn't drink.
He's not in the coven, and he's underage.
I'm gonna shove it down your guts.
And he's underage.
On the upholstery?
We are wasting time.
You have to drink, Agatha.
Well, I would, but there's no more wine. So,
Well, look at that.
The road said you're gonna drink this goddamn wine.
Drink. Fine. Then I will.
No.
Teen?
Why does she care if he does?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. That was very protective, ma'am. Where did that come from?
I love Catherine on.
Wanda, I'm begging you. Let him breathe. Please.
Is she having PTSD? That's
The
really sad.
hallucinations seem chill.
time to brew an antidote.
Oh man.
Frankincense and the gut of a Use social insect.
We'll handle that first part.
What?
I need a corpse that's been decaying for at least 30 million years.
Is that something that's readily available? Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Why do I have to translate? It's zooplankton. It's in petroleum products.
Oh, that we maybe can do. Lillian, come, let's go. After you. Go, Adelaide.
I just need a really good cauldron.
The sink.
That
Perfect.
could work.
Hannah, I
brain.
didn't realize you were like a witch on this riddle quest.
You know me.
The teen shirt. It's the teen shirt.
Petroleum.
Exactly. It's the many years of emo.
Jelly. Of course, Jen's skincare made it to the
Yeah.
road.
I was like, it's gonna all be her skincare.
There's no petroleum in there. I know a snake oil salesman when I see one. I say we call her bluff.
I was gonna say, isn't she getting sued right now? So.
Essential oils.
Going on.
Well then.
Body is so tea, by the way.
Also known as mustard seed.
The hell?
Ooh,
Why is it getting spooky? I don't know.
what the hell?
Anna Boden?
Ma'am, what are you walking into?
Is her mom?
Mm-hmm.
Mom.
Who's this creepy man?
You are an inconvenient woman.
Excuse you, sir.
It's got like really serious and spooky out of nowhere.
Thousands of miles away, and I could still feel her when it happened. It's my turn now. It's going to kill me.
Did her mom kill herself?
Don't say that.
What's going on?
Valak?
Baby, this is the nun.
This is literally from the Conjuring universe right now.
You're nothing.
Get your hands off of her! The PTSD house?
Oh my god, that just made me get teary-eyed. I don't know why.
You
That just made me really sad.
Oh, that's just a
Kind of
good
wish
sign,
Teen drank.
isn't it?
Because I want to know his
Right?
trauma.
Okay, we've got ours. What's next?
Oh shit. Oh, I don't want to see it. What is she
What
doing?
is that?
Oh, whew. Why did I think Mrs. Hart was about to be doing something crazy with glass?
What happens when it breaks?
Girl,
No, thank you.
if you don't get your ass into that kitchen and start making this antidote,
I know.
Literally.
Done. Go nicely. Hurry up.
Why are they literally like in an escape room / saw trap?
Order in a specific time.
do love this, like, let's get all of these modern day products to represent these old timey, like, ocean ingredients.
Yeah.
Not Jen.
Drop it in.
I knew it.
Obviously, yes. 3
Gag.
This thing to boil?
You didn't think of this before?
While I was in the middle of a traumatic hallucination? No, Agatha, I did not.
Is there a sous vide?
Oh, brilliant.
How come we
That's
didn't
something
see
people know about?
It's a
Agatha's
super fancy cooking tool.
hallucination?
It heats water to a specific temperature so you can cook your meat evenly. My dad loves his.
Oh, cute.
Keen,
Your dad.
I need you to stir
Hmm.
with your dominant hand counterclockwise. To the left.
Right.
Everyone, pull it standing
He's
there.
me. He's me.
Everybody, hurry up.
Oh.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, are we gonna see? Agatha, what happened to him?
Oh my god.
What did you see?
Something's weird with them.
Oh,
Them in particular, something's weird with Agatha and Teen.
yes.
And clear your
Is
mind.
he
Once our
her
intentions are aligned, it'll
son
go
in
right
some way?
Yeah.
What are our intentions?
Or does
again?
he just like
To
remind
not
him?
die.
Remind her of him? But even then, she like traded him as a baby, so.
No, it's
Yeah.
blue.
Then it's not working.
It's like a blue-green, maybe like a teal.
It's green, Teen.
Something's wrong.
Oh my
I must have
god.
forgot something. 1 minute left.
What did you forget?
I don't know. I've never made this potion before. I make retinol serums for Christ's sake. I'm bound. He stole my magic.
Oh.
We're all gonna die here.
But I left you alone because what you were doing was important. Not this kale care crap. The real work. They can take your power, Jen. But they can't take your knowledge. Jen.
We need the blood of the unpoisoned.
Oh.
30 seconds.
In your hand.
Thanks for being underage.
Oh, the palm. Why do they never just cut a finger?
That was like a big slice too.
Yeah. They in movies always gotta slice the whole palm.
Ooh, I know that tastes nasty.
They're all just drinking his blood.
Is someone gonna pour
Mrs.
it
Hart.
down?
Yeah,
Sharon?
Mrs. Hart! You guys!
Sharon!
The timer's still ticking.
Come on!
Yes! Shit!
Take it.
Pass.
Girl, someone run!
Oh shit.
They do it in time though?
Bitch, this really is a saw trap. I cannot.
This is literally the escape room movie.
I am not climbing in an oven.
That happened to a friend of mine once. She had a lovely house too. She ended up.
You better go.
I love Patty LaBelle.
Can someone help her? She weighs like 90 pounds. Help her.
By the way, we were just saying that we'll probably get blue screen at some point. You can tell they were actually doing this, and it looks amazing. There's like actual lighting.
Just slip and sliding down the damn oven way.
Are they all just gonna hit each other? Oh, cool. God, that was so fun.
We're alive. We made it through the
Where's
first
Mrs. Hart?
test. Everyone is safe.
Are they?
Not everyone. Sharon's dead.
We're actually killing people.
Not me, like, saying that this whole episode and them being shook. Shit. Stop it.
Oh my god, this needle drop.
So she said, who's sharing this needle drop is wild. Oh my god.
I am in love with this show. Like, absolutely in love with this show.
All right, so that was episode 3. We've made it through our first trial on the Witch's Road. Well, most of us, at least.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Sharon, Mrs. Hart. maybe we'll see. But we said she ain't making it out of this sandwiches road. Like,
In, in that second episode, we said they're bringing her down there just to kill her. Um,
yeah. I still was a little bit shocked. I thought we got the antidote and, she might survive, but we're gonna have to
I
leave her
just
here too. Nobody's dragging that body.
I didn't think that we were actually going to be like dropping bodies in this show. I don't
Well, what
know.
if
It's just
what
so
if we drop
like
bodies at every test?
that I I don't want to lose any of our coven members, obviously. I love them all. But at the same time, if we continue to do what we just did, this is so unlike like Marvel. This show in general is very just not Marvel-y.
God, it's like the perfect tone. The perfect tone. It's giving me exactly what I needed from this Agatha show. Like, it's giving me
Yes.
what I needed. Again, it was beautiful. Like you mentioned, once more, we're on a set. We had like actual flowing water going on here. It was like all this madness happening. It looked so good. They weren't afraid to let the damn scene get dark and like backlit and all of that. The atmosphere, the horror atmosphere through the center of this episode was so good. Oh, they built
The
that up
spooky
so well.
moments that like listen, I was shook when Marvel let Sam Raimi get as spooky as he got, but like that was his Sam Raimi spookiness. This is much more of like a psychological spookiness.
Yeah.
And that I didn't expect from the show because like we were told
Yeah.
that this show was gonna be, scary kinda, but I anticipated it to kind of be like practical magic, like The Craft, hocus pocusy scary. But
Yeah.
this is leaning towards a little more traditional horror, which I'm no objections for me. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, I think this definitely went further into like a true horror film atmosphere than we've seen Marvel ever do. Even in like
We kept saying
Werewolf by
Saw, and
Night,
we
all of
kept,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very like the way they crafted it, the score, the cinematography, everything. And it wasn't like bad horror either. Honestly, it was like this is low key scarier than those escape room movies.
Oh, by far, yeah.
Anything that they did in those damn scare
Yeah.
escape room movies. Even though the setup was clearly very similar to those escape room movies. The emotional baggage everybody's bringing to the table.
I know. I was getting choked up at some points. It was really, I think the actresses were really just selling it for me. And it was like actually traumatic things. I mean, from what we can
Yeah.
gather, Jen, it seems like maybe she was like in an abusive relationship or something like
Yeah.
that, which is like
Who that man was.
horrifying and awful. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was the scariest one to me. And then we got Lilia, I think is Patty LuPone's name, and she had some sort of like she was speaking Sicilian. So some sort of like past memory or something like
She had
that.
the literal nun show up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
something
obviously
with
she's
is
been
very
alive for a
old.
long time, so
I'm not calling her old.
no, I'm not calling her old.
I
In the second episode, they said she was 450 years old. So
said that bitch old.
Agatha's been alive a long time too.
And then yeah, then we got the one about the mother and the grandmother, which was just like pure
Is
trauma. Just
I feel like that's like implying that her mother killed herself.
yeah. And then
Am I like
Agatha,
reading too much into that?
no, that's exactly what it seemed like to me.
Yeah.
And then Agatha, so when she first said it, I kind of thought they were going to lead us down the misunderstood route, like everyone just kind of made it seem like Agatha sold her own son off for this book. But
Hmm.
her vision in her own mind seems to
She did it.
confirm she did it, and
She
that's
did
her
that shit.
trauma. Yeah, no, it's not a rumor. Apparently, it's the truth. And so we don't know if this boy, this teen, is him because they very
There's
clearly.
something weird going on there. I mean, like her protecting him, which was like, you know, out of
completely out of character
nowhere.
for her.
And even then in the like beginning of the episode, she did like when all the coven was trying to be like, who are you? She did put her arm around him and back him up and put him
Yeah.
behind her. So it's like there's some sort of like protectiveness there for her.
Yes.
And I wonder where that's stemming from, because like we said, like maybe he just like reminds her of her child, but then it seems as if she traded the baby when he was still a baby. So I don't know
You'd
what
have no
would
idea.
trigger, yeah, what would trigger like some sort of like memory in him. But then again, I'm like, is there some sort of way that he is her son? But then I'm like, why would he put a sigil on himself? Because like if there's a sigil on him,
Yeah.
and if
Who
he
put it? Yeah.
was, yeah, if he was like her son, he would know, I would
Or is there
assume. And
somebody
he
who
would have to
doesn't
put a sigil
want
on
other
him.
people to know that, you know, is
I
somebody kind
don't
of lure him back there and doesn't want, like Agatha to know it's her son? So he put the sigil there, somebody else at play. Because he has something, like
know.
he knows all of these things. Yes, it could be just kind of being like, oh, he loves Agatha, witchy witchcraft, he's learned it. But he knows a lot. He was able to do an
Yes.
enchantment in that first episode on Agatha, like herself, broke Wanda's enchantment of Agatha. Something's going on with this boy that obviously is much more at play than, he's leading on, at least to them. So,
I'm gonna stick in my prediction that I do think that he is playing them. There's moments that I noticed in the episode where like Teen is specifically looking at Agatha, and
yes.
there's some sort of like thing there that they're not letting us see unless you're really looking for it. Um, yeah, I don't. Is the hair and the brooch maybe his, or
Oh, that's actually a really good
there's
thing. Maybe she took a lock of hair from her baby as like a
yeah, there's
thing.
something
Hmm.
going on there. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is yet, but I'm
He's
very
our big mystery right
interested.
now.
Yeah.
And then wait, so who took their power? Are we supposed to know this, or is this part of what we're doing? When she was like, he took my power from me.
I don't think we're supposed to know. I
Goop.
would assume
Okay, I
that
was
it's
like, is this
yeah.
part of like, are we thinking like Doctor Strange WandaVision type of stuff is supposed to give us that answer too, or we're solving that?
No, I would
Okay,
assume that it's probably the guy who she saw in the
division.
nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the PTSD dream.
Yeah.
I mean, we did kick off with Sharon, and her PTSD was Wanda and
Oh
WandaVision.
God. I'm
Yeah, that
really
was
just
a.
stuck on Teen and
I
the
feel like that
thing
was a
going
little,
on
yeah,
with
like a little
him.
bit of a heavier episode. Just going through those
It was
visions was just,
fun. It was
yeah.
really fun. I loved that. That's probably my favorite episode of the show so far.
Oh, it was so
Um,
good.
I just that's like one of the most fun episodes of like Disney TV that I've seen. Like the
This
Marvel
is one of
Disney.
those shows. For me, it's working because sometimes you can feel this come through the screen, but it just doesn't work. And you're like, oof. But for me, this is one of those shows where, God, how fun would it have been to been on that set? Like
I
you could already
know.
feel it off of the press tour that these people really bonded. I don't know. I just feel like a real good camaraderie amongst this cast as they've done
All
the
they
press
do
tour.
is like be like, I love all of these people to death, and all of the women
Even
just be like,
even
we're in
Patty
love with Joe
LaPone, who's
Locke.
like, look, if there was some F-ish going on, Patty would have laid it
Oh
down.
yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't know how to lie, to be honest. She just she gonna come out and say what she's gonna say in an interview. And
Oh my
she's been nothing but
God.
just having a ball on this press tour, has nothing but great things to say about all of these people that she's been working with.
Yeah.
And obviously they all are so protective and love little Joe Locke.
I
But
know.
but
Literally
even
every single one of them has just been like, we love Joe Locke and we want to protect him.
But it was like, where was it? Right before they entered the house, even. I was like, I could just tell this was probably such a good time on set. Like to
I
just
mean,
be a
it's
part
one
of this. Oh,
location. Yeah, it's one location. It's just, it's completely relying on just like the chemistry and I'm sure the great script, and just how funny all these women are and how
Yeah.
talented all these women are, and Joe Locke. And just, them really playing into the great chemistry that all of them have and all of the juicy dynamics that we've already set up. So I loved it. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's
it's
giving us
definitely
that great
playing
blend.
into yeah, it's playing into, like, one of my favorite, like, subgenres of movies. Like I said, like, The Descent is one of my favorite movies. That's, like, another one of those movies where it's just kind of one location and a group
Mm.
of women and just, like, really relying on the chemistry and dynamic of those women to carry the movie, until, like,
Was it
halfway through.
wait,
But,
was The
yeah.
Descent was The Descent one of the posters they did? What was the red?
It might have been.
One of them was like a red theme. I was like, bitch, if they give us like a Descent kind of style, throw these women down.
I would gag. I love The Descent.
Girl. But yeah, so I'm really interested to see if we gonna off these women one by one as we work our way down the road.
Maybe.
But I mean, I'm less inclined to believe it after this episode, but you never really know. They could pull a twist. Maybe she's like dead because she needs them to like move on before she's like pops up. I don't know. That's going
Maybe. I
down the
don't
rabbit hole.
know.
That's a rabbit hole kind of theory, y'all. It's not my actual theory, but
I really do. I
yeah,
will say, I really do think that all of these witches are probably going to die, and at the end, we're going to be left with Teen, Agatha, and probably Rio, is what I'm
yeah,
assuming. Yeah.
yeah. She's gonna have to come at some point.
No,
And
I'm positive this episode.
no, Aubrey Plaza, girl, we can't just have you one episode. Like, when will you be returning? We need to see you again
Mama, come
in
home.
short order.
Come home to the
Yeah,
coven.
come home.
The kids
We
miss
need our
you.
actual green to join the team. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was our reaction and discussion for season 1, episode 3 of Agatha All Along. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including each and every one, hopefully, of our Agatha All Along reaction videos. Hannah, let everyone know where they can find you online.
Artisted Hannah on Twitter.
Perfect. And let us know what you thought. Are you really enjoying this show like we are? Did you have a blast with episode 3? And particularly if you haven't seen spoilers and you don't go down that rabbit hole, let us know what you think. Where are we setting up? What's Teen's deal? Let us know all of that either in the comment section down below, or you can hit both of us up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.